Hey, you guys, your girl, the imperfect, perfect Virgo, aka your auntie Day Day, here for the Virgos. Hey, Virgos, how y'all guys doing? Yeah, gotta get a little tea, little voice, a little raspy. Hope you guys are doing well. And for y'all guys that has returned, welcome back. Y'all new subscribers, hey guys, hey. And also, if you're new to this channel, welcome. This is your girl. Like I said, the imperfect, perfect Virgo, but I'm your favorite auntie. Yes, I'm here to give you what is going on. Okay, how did y'all guys go through this full moon that happened, Chad? When I tell you, I believe this was the last super moon for the year. When I tell you, my patience was being tested. You know, I kept on getting messages, be patient, be patient. And I ain't passed with flying colors, but I somewhat passed. I did better than how I reacted better than how I normally react. Let's just say that. So I'm proud of myself. And if y'all did the same thing, be proud of yourself. Even though you wish you could have handled the situation different, it's okay. It's all right. All right, let's go. I know y'all probably said, go on, shut up. Let's see what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead and do so. All right. First card that came out was change. Is there something that you guys need to do? Because change came out in reverse. Are you thinking about a new career cycle, new love interest, but you're afraid to do so? You're afraid to evolve. Now it's time to do so. Pride came out as well. And that came out in reverse. What is going on, Virgos? I am picking up here. There's a change that needs to be made. There's a decision that needs to be made. Right now, it's time to put your ego to the side. See yourself in everyone else. See a piece of yourself in everyone else. But you don't want to do that. Are you afraid of the freedom that perhaps that you might have? Because what I'm picking up here, because the freedom card came out. Oh. Sorry, guys. Card fell on the floor. What spirit is telling you right now, Virgos, is that you have the power to make this decision. This decision is going to give you the freedom that you need. It's going to give you what you've always been asking for. It's time for you to reap your blessings at this moment. But you're afraid to do so. You're afraid to do so. You're afraid to take that leap of faith. Why are you afraid, Virgo? Are you afraid of what others may think? If you go down a certain path because it's something that is not the norm of the circle that you're around, your family members. Or perhaps you are afraid to date a certain person because you're afraid of what your family members. Bonk them. This is what you have to understand is that you are the only person. You are the only person, Virgos, that has to walk this path. Your life's journey is only meant for you. You know what I'm saying? I understand, you're thinking about the kids, you're thinking about, everybody that's around you. But right now, don't live your life for you to live in regrets later. Believe me, I'm sorry, the girls, they playing a game and I can hear them. I don't know if y'all can hear them. They screaming. And maybe that's a sign too, because you have a lot of outsiders interference. And whatever decision, whatever you're thinking about at this moment, it's time to ignore that. It's time to friendships. Yes, you're going to have, look, I'm trying to tell you, you're afraid. You're afraid that if perhaps it's your spiritual journey. And you're afraid to let your family members know, your friends know. Because they're just like with my family. My family is super religious. When I tell you super religious, like everything is the devil's work. If you anything that is happy to yourself, self-indulgence for yourself is bad. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to live and breathe. You know what I'm saying? serving what the Bible says, And perhaps you're afraid. You're afraid that if you take that leap, you're secretly listening to me. You know what I'm saying? You're afraid to let people know what you're doing, that this is going to end. What Spirit is telling you is no. You need to learn how to do this. Be free and don't care about what people say. Yes, they're gonna have their opinion. Yes, they're gonna have something to say, and yes, they probably will try to stop you. But it's up to you. It's up to you to. Oh my God, my cards are all mixed up here. Sorry, guys, but seriously, guys, it's up to you. It's up to you, to have the courage and the strength to be able to stand up. Because believe me, your true friends and your true family members, they will understand. They will. And like I said, if it's not your spiritual journey, it's perhaps with this relationship. This relationship, you might be dating outside your race, same sex, or perhaps you're trying to figure out yourself, who you are. You thought for a long time that you're just trying to do things to please your family, then perhaps you're living a double life. Only thing that's hurting is yourself. You're robbing yourself of true happiness, true love, true self-love for yourself. And they're going to try to blame you. They're going to try to blame you. You can't blame others. And then you're going to, at the end, you're going to be blaming others. You're going to be blaming others to why you're not happy. But you got to blame yourself, okay? Don't live in regret. Don't live in regret to the decisions that you're thinking about right now, Virgos. Y'all got this. I believe me, when I started my spiritual journey, I was the same way, afraid to speak. To this day, my family, they don't know, and I know eventually they will. And if they do, they'll probably shun me, won't talk to me no more. But ask me if I can. I don't, because they're going to be the ones that's losing out, because they're going to regret not having a relationship with the new version of me. See, they had the low vibrational version of myself then, or they liked me then because they had control over me. They no longer have that control. And they know it now, because I don't fool with them jokers. I surely do. I love them from a distance. I surely do. I love them. I love them to death. I would do anything for them if they call me, ask me for anything. But as far as me reaching out, trying to become close, because, once you show me your true colors, believe me, I see things for what they are. You don't got to show me. You don't got to show me too many times. I'm tagged. Okay, I want to dig a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Cosmic Oracle Tarot. I love these cards too. They're so pretty, guys. All right, so the cards that came out so far is Gold Digger. Somebody out for your monies. Cycles. Again, I'm trying to tell you guys, you're fearful of ending relationships. You're fearful of perhaps it might dig into your finances. If you make a certain decision, like I said, it doesn't have to always be, in relationships or anything like that. But what I'm picking up here with the Gold Digger card is perhaps maybe you're afraid to take that leap of faith with perhaps going on your own, being an entrepreneur, or perhaps taking a job that this is what you truly love and desire, but it might be a pay cut. Or you're afraid of just up and quitting and not having believe me, I understand that, and not having a backup. You're afraid of that. Don't live in that fear. Fear is only in your mind. As long as you have faith, as long as you know what your goal is, and you're not going to let up, your blessings are going to come in. And also it came out, open up your heart. It's time to open up your heart, because once you open up your heart, that's when you're going to attract. That's when you're going to manifest. You can't manifest in a fearful state. When you manifest in a fearful state, guess what? Fearful things are going to come back to you. Calamity is going to come on you when you are doubtful, when you are thinking the worst case scenario. That worst case scenario is what's going to happen, because that's what you're manifesting. Once you open up your heart, guys, you're going to attract what you want, what you truly desire. And that's in any aspect in your life. It doesn't matter. All these cards are talking, they say, shut up. I'm sorry. I'm listening. Moving. Maybe it's a chance right now. Maybe it's a job offer. I'm picking up here for some of you guys. There's a job offer that's requiring for you to move, and you're afraid. Because perhaps you've never been outside your town, outside your city, outside the state, only to visit for maybe a weekend and come on back. Long as you've been out of your state was a week. Now here it is, you got this new opportunity to grow, and you're afraid to do so. You're afraid of that change, with that change card coming out first. You're afraid of that. You're afraid of losing your friends, because that's all you knew. That's all you knew your whole life, is living a certain way. And now you're going to have a new scenery, new people. You don't know nobody. You barely want to fool with people as it is now. But the fear of something new, don't be fearful of that, guys. What if it don't work out and then I'm stuck here and I don't have no family? Don't think about it like that. When I'm trying to tell you, I was in a point in my life, guys. I ain't going to keep y'all probably don't care about my personal life, but I was at a point where I had lost everything. When I tell you, within a 3-month span, I had lost my apartment, my car. I ended up getting a charge on my record. I lost everything. I ain't had a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. I was at the bottom. And I was in a toxic, abusive relationship at that moment in time as well. And I knew, for me and my boys, at that time it was just me and my boys, I knew that I had to get out of that. I was scared, but I knew that if I stayed here, if I stayed in that state, if I kept on, finding a job here, I would have still been in that toxic relationship. And I would have been and at that time I wasn't even on my spiritual journey at that time, but I just knew that if I would have stayed here, I would not grow. I would continue to get in trouble. I would continue, to allow, others to bring me down. Because I was partying, I was drinking, doing all types of stuff. To cover the hurt, get my mind off the pain, to escape reality. I did that. But I had an opportunity. My stepmom said, you know what? Come here to Georgia. I got you. I got you a place to stay. I'll help you get a job. You don't have to worry about paying me anything until, I just want you to get back on your feet. I was scared to do so, but I did, y'all. And that was the best decision I ever made. Because I got myself together. I had to remove myself from the toxic environment that I was in. I had to physically remove myself for me to find myself. And I am where I am right now. Y'all have to take that leap of faith. If y'all got an opportunity right now, especially if things are not looking right, and it's something in your soul telling you need to change, go for it, guys. Go for it. Because you're gonna live to regret it. You're gonna live to regret it. You're gonna wish that you would have took that opportunity. Don't let it slip away, because it might not come back. And if it does come back, it might come back next cycle, or it's gonna be later on, and then you got to repeat the same other cycles again for this opportunity to come back, circle around. All right, I'm gonna pull from we're gonna get down and dirty. We're gonna dig a little deeper here. All right. But yeah, guys, I had to leave my boys behind. And that was like the worst thing I ever did, because it's always had been me and my boys, always. But I was at a point I had to leave them behind to get myself together, and that's what I did. And I didn't leave them behind long. I left in August to go down to Georgia, and I had my oldest son with me by that October, and then I had my youngest son with me by Christmas. I had a townhouse. I was working 3 jobs. I was Jamaican, y'all. I was working my butt off. But that was the best time me and my boys had when we lived in Georgia. Yes, we did. I had found my then husband, had more kids. Had it all. Okay, and the cards that came out was resistance. It's time to resist the temptations right now of the negative people, the toxic things that are in your life right now. You are no longer clinging. At first you were clinging on to these things. Now you are no longer doing that. You come to realization that it's time for you to take that leap of faith. It's time for you to find yourself at this moment, because for so long you've been so catering to other people. Now it's time for you to cater to yourself. There's a daggone fly in here. I'm sorry, guys. Because you're at your breaking point. You're at your breaking point. Like I said, perhaps you're at this point where you're losing it all. You're losing it all. But what Spirit is telling you, it's time for a change. Time to switch it up. It's time to switch it up. You're no longer wanting and craving those toxic cycles, those toxic people, those toxic addictions that you perhaps had or having. You're at that break. You're tired of it. You probably can't even afford it right now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's draining you. It's draining you. I'm feeling drained. That's what I'm feeling here. Hoping. It's time to express yourself. It's time to express yourself. Get out in nature, guys. Especially with here on the East Coast, we're going into our fall, you know. Go out, do a walk. Do a walk, clear your mind. Once you clear your mind, you'll be able to make the decisions that you need to make, okay? Because there's some important decisions that you need to make very soon. You're coming out of that emotional state. That emotional storm you've been in, you're coming out of it. Have faith, Virgos. Have faith in this. All right, got one more. Distance. I'm trying to tell you guys, double confirmation. It's time to separate. It's time to clear those blockages. Give yourself time and space, okay? All right, Virgos, that was your reading for today. If you guys have not done so, please go ahead and like this video. Get it out there so others can see it. Subscribe, and until next time, you guys, be safe and be blessed.